Wings of Fire readers! I'm here today to talk to you about the 3 things that I find hardest to write. For me, the #1 hardest thing is describing a setting, particularly when it's scenery like the out of doors. I feel like so many people have already described trees and mountains and sky in cool and unusual ways that it's hard to come up with something new that you haven't already heard before. What I like about writing the dragon world is there are palaces and there are burned forests and there's stuff underwater, and it makes it a little more exciting for me to work with all of that stuff. But it's still really hard. I think that's probably the hardest thing of all. The second thing is transitions between scenes, because I always know kind of the exciting things that I want to have happen, but I have to get the dragons from one exciting thing to another. I can't just have an explosion in every single scene, as much fun as that would be. I have to figure out ways that the dragons won't just be walking from one cave to another or flying around aimlessly, and a lot about that is working in something important you need to know into that scene somehow. And the third thing that I find really hard to write is actually death scenes, which I know is kind of weird because there are plenty of death scenes in Wings of Fire. But for me, it's always hard because every character I introduce, I keep thinking, well, what's the rest of this character's story? And so ending it and knowing that I'm never gonna get to play with that character again is always really tough for me. How about you guys? What do you find hard to write? And what are your biggest challenges when it comes to writing?